Hello students, today we will do exercise 2.1 from chapter 2 Polynomials. Now, here we have 5 questions in this exercise 2.1 and today we will learn how to solve these questions. Now let's begin with question number 1. And your question number 1 is: which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? State reasons for your answer. Now, see students, in question number 1, we are given expressions, okay, and we have to check which of them are polynomials in one variable and which are not, and we have to write reason also. Okay, now your first question is 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Now in this polynomial, now in this expression, what do we find here? What is the variable here? Your variable is x, and here also this is x. So we have same variables. Okay, variables are same. That means this is in one variable. Now let's check whether this is a polynomial or not. See, according to the definition of polynomials, polynomials are algebraic expressions. Okay, polynomials are algebraic expressions in which the exponents, okay, exponents are actually powers, in which exponents of variables are whole numbers. Now in this case, this is your variable, and what is the power here? 2. This is your variable. What is the power here? No power, means this is 1. So 1 and 2, these are whole numbers. That means this is a polynomial, and we have same variable in these questions. That is why this is a polynomial in one variable, because the exponent of variables are whole numbers. Is it clear? Okay, now let's do the next one, which is y square plus root 2. Now see, in this expression we have a variable y, and what is the power of y? 2. So 2 is a whole number. That means this is a polynomial. Now is it in one variable? Let's check. Yes, this is in one variable because we have only y, right? So this is a polynomial in one variable because the exponent of variable is a whole number. Okay, now let's do the third one. And the third question is 3 root t plus t root 2. Okay, now in this case, this is your 3 and this is root t. Now students, what is root t? We replace root with half, right? This is 1 by 2. Now see, this will become t, 3t to the power 1 by 2. Do you think half is a whole number? No, it's not a whole number. That means this is not a polynomial. If this is not a polynomial, then there is no point of checking whether this is in one variable or not. So this is not a polynomial because the exponent of variable is not a whole number, because the exponent of this variable is not a whole number, right? That is why this is not a polynomial. I hope students you all understood up to here. Now let's do the fourth one, and your fourth question is y plus 2 by y. Now see, in this case this is y plus 2. We need to keep y in the numerator, and whenever you change the place from denominator to the numerator, there will be change in sign of powers. Okay, so this is power 1 here, and when we take y from denominator to the numerator, positive 1 will become negative 1. Now this will become minus 1. Now in this expression, variable is y, and what is the power of y here? Minus 1. So do you think minus 1 is a whole number? No, it's not a whole number. That means this is not a polynomial. This is not a polynomial because the exponents means powers, okay, of variables are not whole numbers. Now last question is left from question number 1. So your last question is x to the power 10, y to the power 3, t to the power 50. Now see students, in this expression, what are the variables here? x, y and t. So what is the power of x? 10. What is the power of y? 3. What is the power of t? 50. And we know that 10, 3 and 50, these are all whole numbers. So in this case, in this expression, the powers of variables are whole numbers. That means this is a polynomial. But do you think, is it in one variable? No, this is not in one variables. How many variables are here? 1, 2, 3. So this is a polynomial in how many variables? In 3 variables. Okay students, I hope you all understood question number 1. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 2. And your question number 2 is, write the coefficients of x square in each of the following. Okay, so we need to write the coefficients. Now what is coefficients? Coefficient is a number which is before, okay, which is before the given variable. Now in this case you are asked about the coefficient of x square. So where is x square here? This is x square. And what is the number before x square? 1. No number means 1. So the coefficient of x square becomes 1. What will be the coefficient of x square in this case? This will be 1, but minus sign is here. So we need to write minus 1. What is the coefficient of x square here? Before x square, this is pi by 2. Okay. Now next is root 2 x minus 1, and you are asked about the coefficient of x square, but we don't have x square here, that is why it becomes 0. No x square means the number before x square is 0. Okay, so with this we have completed question number 2. I hope you all understood question number 1 and question number 2 as well. Now let's do question number 3. Give one example each of a binomial of degree 35. We know what is a binomial, right? Binomial means an algebraic expression having how many terms? 2 terms. There will be 2 terms. And what is the degree here? 35. So if you are writing x to the power 35, this is one term. And next term you can write anything. You can write it 2x. You can write anything. Okay. Now, and of a monomial of degree 100. We need to write an example of a monomial of degree 100. So this will be x to the power 100. Before x you can write any number. So this is a monomial of degree 100 and this is a binomial of degree 35. Okay, you can replace here with any number. Is it clear? Okay. Now question number 4. Write the degree of each of the following polynomials. Students, we know what is the degree of a polynomial, right? A degree of a polynomial is the highest power. So let's check the highest power here. So in this case, x. What is the power here? 3. What is the power here? 2. What is the power here? 1. So which one is highest? 3. So the degree becomes 3. Now in this case, which one is your variable? Y. What is the power here? 2. So degree is 2. Now in the next question, this is 5t minus root 7. So what is the variable here? T. And what is the power of t? 1. So degree is 1. Degree. Okay. Do we have variables here? No. No variables means degree is 0. Okay students. So with this we have completed question number 4 also. Now the last question is left. That is question number 5. So your question number 5 is, classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. Okay, we have to classify whether this is linear, quadratic or cubic. Now to classify that, we have to check its degree. So in this polynomial, what is the degree here? 2. So if the degree of a polynomial is 2, then we call such polynomial as quadratic. Okay, so this is your quadratic polynomial. Now second one. Okay, what is the degree here? 3, right? So if the degree of a polynomial is 3, then this becomes your cubic polynomial. Now next, what is the degree here? 2. So if the degree is 2, then this will be your quadratic polynomial. Okay, so this is your quadratic polynomial. Now next one, what is the degree here? 1. If the degree is 1, then this is your linear polynomial. Now next What is the degree here? Again 1. So this is linear polynomial. What is the degree here? 2. So this becomes quadratic polynomial. What is the degree here? 3. So this is your cubic polynomial. So students, you cannot leave it like LP, QP and CP. You have to write in full. Okay. Now, I hope you all have understood all 5 questions, students. So, question number 1, we learned how to identify whether the given expressions are polynomial in one variable or not. In question number 2, we learned to find the coefficients of x square. Okay. In question number 3, we wrote the example of binomial and monomial. In question number 4, we learned to find the degree of the polynomial. And in question number 5, we learned to classify the polynomials as linear, quadratic and cubic. Thank you everyone.